Alright. Straight into it this time.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's letter, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane, Freya. The time has come. I could not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's letter, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane, Freya. The time has come. I could not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
Lord of the Erdtree, Lord of America, you two deserve to face the reckoning.
Oh. I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire,
Oh.
the dignity of my lord and master. Righteous foundation. It appears that our interests have aligned. Arm upon my soul it is that we do not meet today. Now, my blade. Watch closely.
I never could have imagined that you might be the Erdtree's rightful lord. Such as it is, this battle could not be more fitting for the birth of a new god and the coming of a lord. Thank you, Sir back. The mere sight of your blade sets my heart down. All the more I yearn to crush it in my grasp.
Mikula, please.
Haha! How readily the sensation returns. The runaway spirit of war.
I am here to serve Sabrina evermore. You and I, fighting.
Nice.
Tragedy this is.
I hope
Hey, Dane is in.
to Mikula the Kind.
Simone, I do not wish to fight you. I have a purpose I must see through.
Blade is in. Keep on stock. Yes! Alright, it's a 3v2.
I seem to have made a poor judgment. That we, or perhaps Katrina.
I just need to play it safe. I just need to play it safe.
Vigor the kind will help us forget.
Elliot, I just need you to hold them off. No! Dang it. Oh my goodness, dude. No. Don't you dare stop attacking me. Yes! Yes! Why so serious? I spent... This was the second attempt today. I spent 5 hours on this yesterday. Oh my goodness. It just takes the perfect run. Oh, that feels so good to not have to worry about that anymore. By far the longest fight so far in the DLC. We've got all of Moore's set. Then it's something else. Yeah, I expect it to be straight into Frey's Great Sword. Horn Sense Gear. Dane's footwork. He seems cooked. He had a rough time. All of them did. Some of them I wasn't even sure if they kind of looked still alive. Here's Freya. Not Freya, Leda. Man, that... I thought I was going to be spending like another couple hours on this. I honestly thought that. To get it within 10 minutes of streaming. I'm so happy. I think what honestly made so much of a difference was killing Dane before he could heal. Ansbach just knew. This guy knew to keep that pressure on. Like, he even let me heal.
Righteous tarnished.
So good.
That was an astounding battle, to be sure.
It was.
Now I suppose this leaves only one. In truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter. I'm afraid I underestimated the lad. Appearing frail in both body and mind, I presumed it'd be like to stumble upon the field of battle. What a fool I was. He serves another master, but Satiolier performed magnificently.
Not everyone's good at everything, but, you know, we've got our specialties, right?
Oh. Something you want to get off your chest? Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it, who defeated Lord Moog? Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel, And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain?
That's funny.
I blame the enchantment more than anything. Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood.
Not accepting designers right now, but I do appreciate. I know there a lot of people will come in and just like do their promotion stuff right away and then dip. I appreciate you kind of like chatting it through and being excited about that win
Righteous
with me.
tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood.
That's very kind of you. You breathe Souls games? Very nice. Yeah, I got into doing challenge runs of them when one of my friends was like, hey, do you want to do a no HUD co-op run of Dark Souls 1? And it was just like, sure, why not? Are you kidding? It's over 300,000 to level up now? That's kind of crazy. So we did, we sort of just did specialty runs, no HUD, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. And then I think we went back to Dark Souls 1. We did a straight sword only run. Which was... that one... Straight sword only was a rough time. I'm not used to doing specific challenge runs around like weapons like that. On Lies of P at the moment, I haven't gotten to that. I played the demo. I do want to do a no HUD run of Lies of P because I did no HUD for the demo. It was a very fun game. One, I don't have a PlayStation, but Stellar Blade looking like a really good game, similar combat style. Black Myth Wukong, I don't know if that's on your radar. Definitely looking like a good one. That one's still not out yet, but I'd say keep an eye out. Oh, man. I know there's a boss right here. Are they both? They're both here to help. Let's go. Okay. But I do want to make sure. What's this say? Hornsent is here. Is that what I missed? Oh, no, that's Hornsent. This is the grandma. Yeah. Yeah, the art style for Stellar Blade definitely isn't for everybody. I can definitely see it turning away quite a lot. But the people I've seen who like really enjoyed it, they're like it's unfortunate them talking about it and talking about how like it's just it plays really well. Let's talk to this lady here.
Heaven's great and gallant sculptor keeper, I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done, a worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
She wanted Mesmer dead, didn't she?
Heaven hath borne witness to our plight. Thy gleaming wrath and unparalleled dance. Though a trifle it might seem to thee, I have prepared a dish in celebration.
You didn't need to do that.
If thou might partake until thou art sated.
Oh, thank you for the soup.
Oh, Scott, I have danced with passing wrath and beauty I have never known.
What did she say to me?
Sculptor, oh, grave art thou by the has our grave resentment with such bounty I cannot presume you, please. I ask none of the tower would dig, and if one should, apology. But wouldst thou permit me a little rest? Mine eyes are oft apt to glaze over. The years taking their even telling dream from reality is apology.
Oh, she's gonna be dead now? Interesting. She is gonna be dead. We get one last soup. Oh, she's just sleeping. She's just sleeping. Let me double check down here. Okay, it does show that it's just St. Trina now. We gotta tie up loose ends. Make sure all our quest lines are done. Pretty sure they are, but just gotta make sure. Make sure there's nothing new here. Yeah, we're sitting at 4,000. That's not bad. Let's do that. I'm going to look up a dungeon list. Because now that I'm at the final boss, I want to make sure I have all the dungeons. Let's do dungeons. Okay, that's the same.
Grant him forgiveness.
Ooh, actually, looking at the map, this is one thing I forgot about. We've got the paintings to do. So we need to get here. I believe that was from down here, right? Now that the thing is down, the thing is burned. Let's make sure we've got all fragments. Elite enemies, let's turn that on, and bosses, let's turn that on. Ooh, invasions, I should turn that on too. Gotta make sure I get everything out of the way for this DLC before I fight the final boss. I believe it's up this spirit spring. Whew! Guy's aim is crazy. Alright, up that, and I believe on the right side here is where I'd assume it would be. I think I had it marked down as like by this rock. Doesn't seem to be anything here. There it is. Spiral Tree Seal. Oh, yeah, I can read through all of this now. Boost spiral incantations. Sacred seal of soiled amber engraved with a spiral tree design. Intense spiral incantations. The majesty of the White Tower, stretching to reach the gods, even inspired a secret faith in the invaders, the people of the Erdtree. You've got the stew. An exotic dish chock full of mouth-watering scorpion claws. Boosts physical... blah, blah. Thoughts and feelings of the cook melt and blend into the stew, but those who can distinguish the taste of love are few and far between. The first one having a special note of partake until thou art sated. Leda's armor, chest armor of Needle Knight Leda. Slightly strengthens attacks following a dodge roll or backstep as well as dash attacks. Really? That's actually really interesting. Embroidered with a golden cross tree motif, the chalk white cloak and surcoat symbolize the honor of the Needle Knights. Kindly Mikola fashioned us as his needles to quell all, to ward away all. Dane's Foot. A technique for hand-to-hand combat without the aid of a weapon. This martial art focuses on kicking techniques. This kick-based martial art is unique to Dane, a dryleaf and sworn ally of Leda. He acquired these skills by training with the aid of a waterfall, letting the water beat his body and throwing himself into its basin. Skill of the spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf sect imbues hand with energy before using a palm strike to unleash an explosive blast. The already formidable power and impact can be bolstered by charging the attack. Soiled loincloth. This is horn sense, isn't it? Yeah. Red black cloth overlaid with braided cord, attire of a vengeance-seeking horn scent. The braided cord ties together the vow of the revenger with the victim's grudges. It must never come undone. Enhances both watchful spirits and the vengeful spirits summoned by horned bairns. Okay. That makes sense. So all of those not talismans, all the items that like summon spirits. Grotesque mask constructed from countless solidified caterpillars, a ritual implement of the greater potentates of Bonny Village. I guess that is caterpillars, isn't it? Used to ward off thoughts of impurity, doubt, temptation, and other wickedness one is vulnerable to while absorbed in divine ritual. Phalx, curved sword with long sickle-like blades. A pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Forged by a hornscent in the name of revenge. Vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. Dash up to an enemy and slash them open with the blades held in each hand. By holding down the button, the initial dash will be extended. Follow up with strong attack to hack the enemy to pieces. So that's like a finisher, like you do multiple attacks. After witnessing Freya's valor as a gladiator in his youth, Radahn invited her to join the ranks of his most trusted warriors. Golden armor of Redmane Freya, member of General Radahn's most distinguished knights, affixed with a black woolen mantle. Oh. A hideous scarlet wound was once hewn into the center of her face. Oh yeah, I never noticed that. Later, Mikola gently put his lips to it, and the unfading scar became the compass that Freya would thereafter follow. Freya's greatsword. Weapon of Freya, Redmane. Greatsword decorated with a mane, much like the weapons used by her liege. Spirit of Freya's training lingers in this sword, enhancing the power of Redmane battle skills. Okay. Slash foes as your body spins. Additional inputs allow for a follow-up attack. I don't... Oh, okay, that's the Artorias swing. Greaves made from an unusual metal known as verdigris. Said to be a gift of an outer god possessed of an enormously hefty yet supple strength thanks to its rusted nature. It's gotta be heavy, yeah. 16 just for the legs. Jeez. Chest armor made blah blah. Helmet doesn't have anything. Great shield, yep. Boasts greater guard capacity than damage negation. Still 100. To the extent that the shield will continue to protect its target even if its bearer should die. Interesting. Ready the shield with both hands, then charge forth while maintaining guard, ending in a shove imbued with verdigris magic. Knocks back nearby enemies, but does not cause significant harm. Hold to extend the length of the charge. And Leda's sword. Light great sword with gold inlaid. Weapon of Leda the Needle Knight. Deals holy damage. Not enough faith. Though polished to a mirror sheen, this blade still reeks with the stench of crusted blood that lingers from the call of her knightly comrades. Skill of Needle Knight Leda generates 10 gold needles which pierce their target all at once. Those pierced are purged of all ailments and special effects alike. It's like a benefit for everybody getting hit with it. I mean, they take damage, but I thought I got more than just one bell bearing. Interesting. Let me, no. Let me get this off. Let me go to the husk. Let's turn in that bell bearing. Change the title. Clean up before final fight. Not that anyone reads that anyway. Do I still have the buckler on? I do. Huh, I do only have that. Alright, let's see. Anything new and useful that I notice? No? Is it in here? There it is, okay. Did I get everything here? Everything I didn't have already. Wow, he sold a lot. Moore is the guy from the beginning. I forgot he existed. He just mentioned he wants to sell things. He likes picking up after people. That's why I forgot about him. He barely exists. Oh, now I remember. Cool. Alright. Other... Oh, this is the regular map. I was wondering why I had characters here. Let's see, where do I think the other painting is? It's in here. And... Domain of Dragons. That's... No, I got this one. I'm pretty positive this is... I had looked at a lot of places for where this one is. Let's start at the dragon. Pretty sure there's going to be nothing new here that I can do. Yeah. Okay, so those rocks are definitely not that. Let me warp to here. I think I have a login to this site. Yeah. Let me reactivate all of these. Where am I missing? Here we go. That. Okay. Merchant? Okay. Don't need that. So I've got to climb the mountain. Hey, Jam. Favorite boss in the DLC so far? I think it would still be over here. Not over here. Over here. Saint of the Bud. Really enjoyed Saint of the Bud. It's clear, distinct combos. And a phase 2 that increases the pace of the fight without making it, like, impossibly crazy. And having a special move that you can, if you do the right action, you get a special knockdown. I think all of those put together made for a really fun fight. Other bosses I really enjoyed. Where is the manor, actually? Is it here? Is it this? Is it this? No. Oh, it's this one. No. It would have to be underneath this. I never really thought about this. How do you get... Oh, it's here? It's this far in? That's crazy. I am gonna be, like, spoiling things. I assume you're far enough in if you're asking this question. Why can't I think of it? The name of it. Got the thing. Would it be in keys? No, I guess souls are in here. This guy, Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Also really enjoyed that fight. Again, easy to read combos. And fun management of... Played it 2 times already. Okay, good. Managing a lot of the bosses in this DLC for me have been managing how many times I take chip damage and having to find not only times to attack but times to heal. And I think this fight did a really good job of really having to find the times to manage that, as well as finding times to when to block versus when to roll attacks, because guard counters are a huge move in my playbook for this challenge run, and so I really want to use the guard counters but there's some hits that you just got to roll, and managing that, it makes it for a really fun fight. I think this fight took me 3 hours, 3 or 4. Saints of the Bud was probably close to 2 hours if I had to guess, on the lower end. Really enjoyed it though. Shadow Sunflower, not bad, not a bad fight, but it just felt like attempts were really long, and it really started to mess with my enjoyment of it. Boar Rider for me was just like, I don't think I experienced this fight. It was just very easy for me. Mesmer, really fun. As I learned this fight, it was just a really fun test of learning it, and the learning process was fun for most of it. There were a couple attacks where it felt like it was a bit cheap. There were a couple times where I don't know if it was I think I was having some dropped input problems on this fight, so I can't really blame the game for that. Really fun learning process, and that's a lot of what makes a good fight for me, is the learning process behind it. Mother of Fingers was another one where I really thought I wasn't going to enjoy this fight, but the combos were clear. Like, you could tell what attack was coming out, even though some of them, like, it looks like it wouldn't be distinct, but it was. And giving plenty of time to, like, do a counter attack, since I do need a lot of time to be able to do, like, a guard counter with a super heavy weapon. Dancing Lion on the lower end of fights, but I did enjoy learning it. The second one with the death breath was a pain. Any boss that has extra enemies in it is a pain. And so this one, summoning Basilisk, just kinda, I didn't enjoy. And Rilana was also very fun. Rilana was actually one where it was definitely on the tougher end of learning, but it was fun the entire time. Like, it never felt cheap. It always felt like, you know, I got hit because I read the combo wrong, or I moved the wrong way during the attack. And that's kind of, I think that's kind of what you hope for in a boss fight, is that you realize you made the mistake. So most of the fights I really liked. I think Saint of the Bud is still at the top, though. And then I just yes, those are all the bosses I've killed. I have done... The reason I still have all the remembrances is because I don't have any great runes. I just haven't... In the main game... let me open up the map. In the main game, I started New Game Plus, went and fought Godric, because I was like, oh, let me see how much damage I was dealing. I turned on the HUD after beating the game, did a little New Game Plus to see just how much damage I was dealing with my 99 strength build. And then I stopped playing, came back for the DLC, and I was like, wait, I need to kill bosses. I need to get to the DLC. So I pretty much just rushed, did Redmane. Not that. Where's Redmane? Down here. Did it is Redmane, right? Yeah. I did Redmane Castle, and then I went down and fought Moog. Where's Moog? Here. Right? This one? Yeah. fought Moog, and then pretty much just went right into the DLC. So I haven't even been here to like actually pick up Godric's Great Rune, which means I don't need to worry about managing rune arcs, which is pretty nice. But I have done most of the DLC. I've killed every boss I've found, and I am up to the final boss. I haven't actually stepped in, but I just beat the like NPC battle, which for me was a 5-on-3, which I spent 5 hours on yesterday, unable to beat it, and then today I come in and I beat it in 10 minutes. Now I'm just trying to do some cleanup before I do the boss. I'm trying to find where this painting is. See, my thought is it can't be any further than this arena. But I never did find a spot where I was confident where it would be. Boss I haven't killed, you think, in the last one? They all were good in your opinion. The Boar Rider, I remember someone telling me that, like, oh yeah, the internet doesn't, like, the internet was struggling a lot with the Boar Rider, and I was like, really? That took me maybe an hour? Because it was just, for my build, I was reading his combos really well, and I was able to consistently get, like 3 perfect guard counters to knock him down. I could get 2 knockdowns in phase 1. He activates, and then he just used that combo again. Knockdown number 3 in phase 2, and like 2 extra hits killed. It was crazy. Like, the fight itself lasted maybe 2 minutes. It was kind of funny. Where is this painting gonna be? Let me take a look at where the tree is. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing that no HUD really adds, is you don't get the chance to be greedy. Not being able to see the health bars really changes the fight. And then the no health usually is just the insult to injury of why things take so long. Tends to be like multiple hours per fight. I think Rolano was 3 hours. Bale was 4. No, Bale might have been 3 hours. Bale was really fun. Why did I not see Bale's remembrance? Oh, Bale, you get the heart. That's right. You don't get a remembrance. Yeah. Yeah, Bale was really fun. I just, looking through the remembrances, I was like, he's not actually there. Very fun fight. Loved summoning the guy to help, and he's just screaming at Bale the entire time. Ooh. Have I been on that rock formation? That kind of... I don't know if that's high enough to see, but let me see if I can get up there. The soundtrack was really good. The activation of Phase 2 was crazy. It was really cool to see. painting is definitely not going to be up there if this is how you get up. Okay, yeah. Let me change my rune. First off, change these, because that just messes with my head. Change this to here so I can just keep an eye on my health. Doesn't look like I could get up that way. Six hours to record them. That's crazy. The note people had been telling me is that, like, he didn't know what this character had against Bale. He just, like, didn't even understand what the character was screaming about. Oh, jeez. Alright, I need to be way higher. Let me go back over here. What was down here? That's the finger runes. Let me look at the picture again. So the tower's on the left, and you see the tree, but you also see the pillar next to the tree. So let me go back here. I remember getting like a decent angle here. Oh, why my cup is so far away? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have every major boss dead. Except the final boss. So the tree's there. Huh. Never noticed the mouth like that. Never noticed the eyeball like that either. I'm pretty sure the painter is not on top of the dragon. But let's see what kind of angle we can get from here. Oh my goodness, what a landing. It didn't read the first input, and I clicked it a second time, and I didn't think it would actually jump off. I think I checked by that tower, but it's definitely an orange background, so I'm definitely in the dragon area. I need to be further that way. I know a lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of people spending a lot of time on the final boss, so it's definitely a not just you thing. I'm kind of worried because it's either going to be like a normal fight for me or it's going to be insane. I'm finding it hard to believe there'll be like an easy fight for it for me. There's got to be some secret angle to see this from that I'm not finding. Oh, it is right below me. I was gonna do a quit out. I need to be even further that way? Or I just need to be further back? Because there's the tower. It's like, I'm like way too close. Because you can see a lot more of that, like, Sauron Eye Tower. Double Blood Miladies at plus 25. I never thought about light greatswords being dual wielded. So I need to be further back. I need to be like over here, which was my initial thought. But that's too low. I need to find a place that's higher up. But also further to the right. This is so confusing to me. I can actually, now that I have multiple light greatswords, I can actually see what the moveset would be. Ooh. I like that. That is a really smooth transition from strong attack to light attack. I wish I could use Rolana's weapon. However, the downside of not having any great runes is that I don't have a finger crone at the round table. So I can't even access boss weapons. I don't know what any of the boss... Well, I know a couple of the boss weapons from, like, the co-op playthrough with Nerdy and Positron. So I know Rolana's and Dancing Lion's boss weapons. But other than that, I can't see any of the other Remembrance weapons. Okay, so I need to be a lot higher than where I am right now. Okay, we can live this. Okay, that should be good, yeah. The guard counter heavy attacks are so smooth. You can combo it from heavy to... Yeah, the heavy to light combo is honestly really cool. That's something you don't see very often. I need to be so much higher. So it makes me feel like being by the dragon is the right play. Did I ever take this path by these skeleton guys? Does this lead anywhere special? No. What's this tower? There is a path in the back here. No, nothing. Dang. What was the problem with this angle again? This too far to the right? Yeah, I need to be further to the side. Do I tempt it? Oh, don't think the game's definitely not going to let me go that high. Nope. At least it didn't drop me all the way down. That fighting a dragon of this size feels like it would be so impossible. I'm wondering if it's over there. I can't actually see anything. Let's see, what's the nearest? That's here. Let's see if it's up here. I mean, we fight that big dragon in the base game by the castle. You get half of the Dectus medallion and Radagon Source Seal by the big fiery wall. Even though it doesn't move, it just roars at you. And you technically don't need to fight it, because if you damage the little dragons, it'll end up just dying. Yeah. It's like you fight it, but you don't fight it. Even then, this one might be bigger. It probably is, actually. Is this? There's no way this is what I was looking at, right? No. It was up there? It would have to be up there. I don't know if you can get up there. Oh, is Seamless Co-op, it is actually working for DLC? I know they had announced that it was like sort of in beta, I guess, but I didn't know if it had any actual progress. Nice. My coworkers and me were planning a Seamless Co-op modded run before the DLC came out, and so it's kind of temporarily on hold, plus getting everyone situated with like when they'd be able to play it. One of them's going back to school out of state, so it's hard planning everything, but oh, can I not get up, really? That's unfortunate. Well, that defeats that idea. But it should be really neat. It'd be a really hard playthrough, though, because of the mod we'd be doing it on, like, raid difficulty, which expects you to have at least 4 people. Alright, can't go up to what I thought I was gonna be. Unless I can get there from the other side. At the same time, the sky color isn't the same here. Is there anything all the way back? Not that I know of. Oh, we don't even have a clear sight of it from this angle. Oh, I never did come up here. This is kind of cool. Rings of spectral light. Oh, I'm glad I decided to search up here. What's the view? Yeah, you can't even get an angle. Oh, hi. I'm dead. Wait, I'm not dead? Oh, I was too slow. Oh, I could definitely understand why the NPC fight is bugged. I'm sure that seems like it'd be a lot for the game to handle. I already doubt you can, like, regular co-op it. Though I guess... No, I feel like base game co-op wouldn't allow you. Alright, so it's not here. Let me read this spell. Sorcery practiced by the keepers of the spirit graves, where all death ultimately drifts. Creates rings of spectral light that fire in unison. Charging enhances potency. The rings of light have the same qualities as Ghost Flame and deal magic damage while also causing frost buildup. That would have been good to know. This is the only time I'd know that it caused frost buildup. From when I was fighting them in Shadowkeep. Alright, let me go up here. If I remember right, this is the nearest. I know this isn't going to be the right sky color, but I just need to double check my angles. When I'm at the top, I'll also look. I'll recheck to make sure I've got the stuff right. Whoa, wait. What? Message from Leda. Dane passed on a message. The sealing tree is in the ancient ruins of Rowell. It lies behind the high bridge leading from the first floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I have finished the task at hand. Bit late finding that, I think. Yeah, I'm looking for the painters. I'm gonna check this angle at the top of this hill. I'm pretty positive it can't be here because the sky color isn't orange. But I want to see what kind of angle I can get. So, like, angle, I feel like I would just need to be more to the right. Wow, that fog came in quick. Dang, I can't even, like, cross-check what I was thinking right now. I think I just need to, yeah. So let's see what the painting looks like. To the right. It's raining. It's heavy rain, but it's always fog whenever I'm that high up. So, like, my thinking is it'd have to be around here. But the only place here is, like, this cliff. And I'm pretty sure it's not that because I've checked there a ton of times. Let me check Bale's Arena. I doubt it'd be. I don't think you can see anything from here. It's just so stormy. I don't think you can get anywhere on the arena. So let's check outside. Oh, there's nothing towards the wall. Up here it's just windy. It's not even raining. Oh. All right. Any other road there? I'm not sure. Find a safe way down. So right now I can't open my map because I'm still in dangerous territory. Interesting to see the lightning that was striking me here was
I've never seen anything like this before. Good going.
Blizzard, I'm trying to talk here. Thank you for 38 months, Blizzard. It has been quite a while. Okay, now I can see which direction. So I am facing the right way. I was still in, like, combat with this slime, so it wouldn't let me see. NT? What's NT? Nice time. Oh, thank you. Did I get gold? I can't even remember. I did a couple of the previous track of the days trying to find the ice one you had mentioned, but couldn't remember what day that was. By like 2 seconds, okay. That was a fun, I liked the track of the day today. Call me a dirt